Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for April. Hope everyone had a pretty good March. Let's dive right into a few things that are going on with the channel. Number one, you may have noticed, probably not, because I don't think many people who are actually subscribed go to the channel page, but whatever, and that's fine. I do think that the channel page is mostly for new subscribers, but I've changed the layout a little bit. And I'm noticing that I forgot to put up the March update video there. Whoopsie. Anyway, I've got an active series playlist group here now, so that right here you can just see all of the active series, and it's never going to be so many that you can't just scroll through this. And I'll try to keep that as up-to-date as possible and everything like that. But this way, a new viewer or someone who's been away from the channel for a while can see exactly what I'm working on series-wise. And then I've got a recent uploads section. And the big thing about this is I've been hearing about, and noticed a little bit myself, number one, some glitches on YouTube's end where they don't always send out, actually notify subscribers of new videos. The few times it's happened to me, I've had to put a video back on private and then republish it, and then it does it. But it'll show up in the list, but it won't send out the emails if you're getting the emails and stuff like that. So that's partly for situations like that. It's like it's 2 hours past the time that a Breath of Fire video would go up. Where is it? Well, let me go check to the main page. Ah, there it is. I'll go. I can go watch that now. But it's also for new viewers when they come in. They're like, oh, okay, it says active series, but how active is he? Oh, 2 hours ago. Okay, he's pretty active. So, and I've been hearing that YouTube is shaping what they're actually sending to people in their subscription feeds. I think that's primarily on like mobile devices and go into the YouTube front page and stuff like that. I have not seen that on the subscription feed for probably the last 4 or 5 years. I know that prior to that, when I was uploading my gold box games, which is like the first year and a half, 2 years of my channel, I was noticing that when I would put up more than 4 episodes at a time, the oldest of those episodes would get fewer views because YouTube was only showing the most recent 4 uploads that someone put up. I haven't noticed them doing that on the actual subscription feed on YouTube on the web, in a web browser, but I don't know how it operates on mobile devices and, PlayStation 3, 4, Apple TV, that sort of thing. So if you're ever, thinking, oh, I missed a video, did he not put up Surviving Mars? Well, you can come to the channel page here and take a look and hopefully see it. Of course, I do occasionally forget a video, like this past Monday when I forgot to post the first video of the previous weekend's Spelljammer session until 2 hours later. Go figure. But anyway, things like that happen. I got rid of the individual playlists primarily because I just didn't have enough space here. There's a limit to how many, widgets or whatever you can put on here. So right now, the only 2 individual playlists I've got are the Crusader Kings 2 because it's doing so well, and the current Spelljammer adventure because I don't have that up here. And I'm trying to promote that a little bit. Not that it's working, but not much you can do about that other than well, I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. And I still have all of the old categories for console RPGs, adventure games. So if you're specifically interested in something, a type of game that I've played, you can go in here and see they're sorted by group. So all the Quest for Glory games first. I've got Xenogears followed by Xenosaga because they're related. The gold box games are all by their in their category, so that you can actually see in order the games that are related to each other. And then I had a specific request to group all of the Dungeons and Dragons sessions together, so they're in order: Adventure 1, Adventure 2, etc., etc. So do let me know what you think about this layout. There's not a whole lot of information about what works best for new viewers, past subscribers. What kind of gets, what's the most helpful. I don't know. So a lot of this is me experimenting and hoping that people leave feedback. So if you have any feedback, let me know. If there's changes that you'd like to see on this layout. If you're a relatively new subscriber and you subscribed because of the channel page, or not necessarily because of the channel page, but because it showed you that I had a lot of stuff you'd be interested in, let me know that kind of thing. If you subscribed despite that, like you watched a video, you found it through a search or a suggestion, and then you went to the channel page and like, oh, this is awful, but he is playing some games that I like, so I'll subscribe. Let me know that too. I want to know. I want to try to get a good, channel page that's useful when people do use it. I know that I don't use the channel pages of people I'm subscribed to all that often. Mostly, I have used it recently since I got back from vacation, just to catch up on stuff. So I'd go in and basically it was like, all right, today is my day to catch up on Mysterious JG's stuff. So I went in and just like went to his old stuff and his uploads, and just went specifically through the the things that I missed and stuff like that, rather than trying to use my subscription feed, which wouldn't have worked. But so yeah, I'm trying to get this to be easy to use and stuff like that. And the same thing with the playlist page. I've got all these categories, because on the created playlist, they're in order based on when they were created or updated or something like that. I don't really know. I've definitely seen some things shifted around out of order of creation, so I don't know exactly how they order them, but it's a mess. Like, if you just look at this, you don't necessarily know that I've also done, in addition to Dragon Quest IV here, Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. Whereas if you go to the console RPGs, scroll down a bit. There it is. Boom, you can see Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3, 4, and I should probably put Roman numerals in these because I just noticed that they're not the same. Anyway, so if you're ever wondering what I've played, you can use these groups to find them, categorized, sorted, not alphabetical, but they're just put into orders based on what they are, and to a certain extent based on how much I enjoyed the groups, how much I personally think that the games are emblematic of my content, kind of thing. So take a look at that. If there's something that you're wondering if I've played, you can check it there. Because I have gotten comments from people who, I've seen them posting a lot. They, been subscribed for a year or two, something like that, and they're like, hey, you should play this game. And I'm like, I played that 4 years ago. Like, oh, sweet. Oh, I have something to watch, or, that kind of thing. I've gotten that kind of reaction, which is perfectly fine to me, fine by me. I don't have a problem with it. I try to have an easygoing personality and everything like that. I don't get mad about that sort of thing. But it's there for you to look at. And I specifically try to get these categories because the created playlists is a mess. It is a mess. So, there's that. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? So in the last month, I did finish up Alien Incident, which was a Patreon reward. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Really fun little game. Excellent animation and really good music. It was a pleasure to play that. I do want to thank Jasmine Rivers again for giving me the opportunity to do so through the Patreon rewards. I've got another Patreon reward. I was hoping to get it up by the end of March. hasn't happened. It'll definitely happen in the next few weeks. In the next few weeks as well, as I think I intimated, I am close to my 7-year anniversary. That's in the middle of the month, I think the 18th. That was when my first Let's Play video was posted, Pool of Radiance. I was hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers by that, but it looks like it's just going to miss it by a couple weeks. But anyway, so I'm going to tie those two things together. So on the 18th, I'll post a video about the upcoming 10,000 subscriber special. So look forward to that. I'm pretty excited. You know, rolling over from 4 digits to 5 digits is pretty awesome. Definitely excited about that. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And right now, couldn't have gotten it this quick without Crusader Kings 2 with these 30,000 views almost in 5 months. It's already the second most watched video on the channel, so that's amazing. I'm really excited to hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. So please do look forward to that later this month. Speaking of the views on Crusader Kings 2, I kind of wanted to bring this up. It kind of shows how much luck plays a part of it. I got both Crusader Kings 2 and Surviving Mars as pre-release codes from Paradox, and I'm really appreciative of those opportunities that they give me. The Crusader Kings 2 video is doing amazingly well, whereas, and it's not that Surviving Mars isn't doing well, it is, but Surviving Mars is basically only catering to subscribers. I looked at it just a few days ago, and a whole whopping 30 people found Surviving Mars through the search results. Whereas AuldDragon, it's, I think, over 50% at this point. And the big difference is that, you know, Crusader Kings 2 is admittedly a 5-year-old game, Surviving Mars brand new. You know, it's AuldDragon is just an expansion for an existing game. None of the big strategy players, as far as I can tell, jumped onto the AuldDragon expansion. They had content later, after it was actually released, but I didn't see any of the day 1 embargo stuff, day 1 release stuff. Everyone else that I saw doing it was smaller than me, or it was the old Paradox stuff, you know, the stuff that they were doing as part of their streams and things like that. So that basically opened the door for my video to get the most search results. And last I looked using Chrome's incognito mode, which I think is the closest way you can get to the, you know, an unbiased, except for area region, you know, being in the US kind of thing. Search result, it was the #1 video if you just search for Crusader Kings 2 AuldDragon, which is amazing. So that just goes to show you that, you know, I mean, people looking for AuldDragon content, they're going to see my stuff first. It's fantastic. On the other hand, everyone with a strategy channel seemed to jump on Surviving Mars and have content on, you know, at the embargo date and time and stuff like that. So I'm way down. Like, it took me many pages to find my video. I'm kind of disappointed by that. I was really hoping Surviving Mars would be another, you know, if not, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be the AuldDragon level, but I was kind of hoping it would be more of a Stellaris level. My Stellaris stuff is getting a lot of search results, but, you know, again, same kind of thing. A lot of other strategy channels jump onto that when it was released. But I was still getting quite a bit of search traffic for that. Surviving Mars, not at all. So basically, all those views pretty much are coming from subscribers. I love you guys. I was just kind of hoping for new people coming in from it. And not much you can do, but, you know, I just figure, you know, some of you are interested in how YouTube operates and handles these things and stuff like that. So it gives you an idea of, you know, how much luck is actually involved in these sorts of things. And unfortunately, about the only way that viewers can really help is liking, commenting, and actually viewing. There's not a whole lot you can do to... Well, sharing on, social media and stuff like that, that also increases the quote-unquote engagement score, which is what, liking and commenting does as well. I don't know how much that actually helps, and I don't really want to ask people to spam their Twitter or Facebook feeds with my videos because it'll help. But those are the things that can help. There's not really anything else you can do actively to get, my stuff to return higher in search results. But those things do help, so do keep that in mind. When I post, especially a brand new series, first episode, a like on that goes a long, long way to getting that video being returned in searches for that game. So please do like the videos and comment when you can. It helps tremendously. It's made a big difference, I'm sure, on the AuldDragon series. So, I like to let you guys know, because I do get questions on, especially from the people who really do enjoy my stuff, who support me on Patreon. It's like, what else can I do? I really want to help out any way I can. And these are the things that you can do. And the nice thing is that, liking is a really, really easy thing to do. It's just, boom, when you're in the video, hit the like button kind of thing. If you watch an entire series on the playlist, you can also just, pull up the first video in the playlist, hit like, hit next, hit like, hit next, hit like, that kind of thing. It takes like 5 minutes to get through an entire series that way, depending on your internet speeds and stuff like that. But anyway, I've got another Patreon reward coming up. I had hoped to get it done by the end of last month, but I was a bit too busy. So I'm hoping to get it done by middle of April. So we'll see how that works out. Hope you guys are excited, looking forward to that. And that's basically it for the channel stuff. Like I said, please do continue to leave feedback. I would, anything that you guys can suggest, let me know, what you like, what you don't like. That helps me shape how I continue in the future. And if I get a lot of people saying, I really don't like how you do this, I really don't like these thumbnails, or I really don't like the schedule that you're posting, that can help me. There's probably more people not saying anything who feel the same way. So constructive criticism does help me improve, so please do keep that coming. Obviously, if you just want to shower me in platitudes and say how great and amazing I am, I'm more than happy to receive that as well. Your ever humble Let's Player here. But I did want to actually specifically ask about the Spelljammer campaign. I've got some loyal, regular viewers come in for the streams and watch the videos, but to be perfectly honest, the response, outside of the regulars, hasn't been what I would like. And I don't know why. There have been a lot of, and again, like kind of what I was saying, when some people are leaving comments, there's usually a bunch of people who are too shy or too pressed for time to actually make the same specific comments. So there's, when people are leaving comments, there's oftentimes an additional unspoken element, group of people who can't or won't or don't have, say the same thing, but they feel the same way. So I was getting, over the years before I did this, a bunch of people saying, I'd love it if you did, streamed or posted some actual, tabletop AD&D games, blah, blah, blah. And I was expecting more of a response, and I'm unsure why I haven't been getting it. So if you've tried to watch them, the streams or the videos, and you couldn't get into them, please do let me know why. If you're worried about other people seeing them, send me a private message hop onto the Discord, send me a PM, that sort of thing. You know, if you're worried that I'll take it badly, preface it by saying, you know, I mean this in the nicest way or something like that. You know, I'm pretty laid back, so I'm not too likely to take offense. But I want to know if there's things that I can change to get more people watching. I would most definitely want to do them if I'm comfortable with those changes. So, you know, definitely let me know things. I want feedback. I want to know what you guys are thinking, what you'd like to see, what you don't like to see. You know, what's turning you off, turning you on with this. I want to improve that if I can. At this point, you know, I mean, I'm enjoying myself. The players are enjoying myself. I'm not going to stop. So if you're worried, oh, it sounds like he's going to quit doing the Spelljammer game, and I'm really enjoying it. That's not going to happen. You know, if it turns out that there's just nothing I can do to get it beyond these views on Twitch and on the videos, then I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm having a good time, the players are having a good time, and that's enough for me. It's been a long time since I have really been in a long-running campaign, and it feels so good to be back in. But, you know, I am also producing it for you guys to watch, and if no one's watching it, you know, I could always just not stream it, just record it or something like that, and I don't really want to do that, but I just want to know what I can do to get more people watching, as is always the case, isn't it? So please do let me know. It's something that's been bothering me for a while, that more people aren't watching. I don't know. So please do let me know. That's about it for the channel stuff. Of course, I've got links up here to my blog where I post AD&D stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute. Discord, if you want to, you know, come chat with myself and other viewers. I've got my Twitter feed. I've got my Patreon, and I've got a link to Twitch. So check those out. I've got over on the About page, because you can't put in more things up here, the link to Facebook, where if you still haven't checked out the videos from my Jordan and Egypt trip, do check those out. A lot of them are really good. I was really, really pleased with how they came out, and I put them up there for a reason, so that all of you can take a look at the amazing sights that I also saw. So that's still up there. I still kind of want to do a video for Patreons about the trip, and it's been on my mind, but I also haven't really been sure how to do it, so hopefully that'll be coming soon, but we'll see. So that's about it. Over on my blog, I do have a new deity that's been posted for the Naga Queen Shekinester, the three-faced. Really interesting deity. It took me a little while to get over that initial hump of how do I handle it, but once I figured out how I wanted to handle her, it was a lot of fun to write, and I'm really, really proud of this one. So if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, especially the deity side, you know, check out that entry, and you know, do let me know what you think. Over on Patreon, this is a way that you can directly show your support for me, help me out, allow me to continue producing a lot of videos for you guys. It's just amazing, the level of support that I'm getting from you guys. I love it. I love you guys. You are fantastic. And it's still, you know, I mean, I've had this up for, what, 2 years now, and I'm still kind of blown away by the support that I'm getting from you guys. You know, there's still an element in the back of my mind that's like, really? People are willing to, you know, give me money for doing this? That's amazing. And every little bit helps. I mean, you can see right now, 34 patrons, $340 per month. That doesn't cover expenses, and it most definitely doesn't cover new equipment when I need it, but it will eventually, and that's certainly what I would like to get to. But it is amazing nonetheless, and every just single dollar helps. If you could support me at just $1, if 100 of the subscribers supported me at $1, that right there goes a long, long way to keeping the content on the channel. As much as I'm doing, allows me to get new games and stuff like that, which reminds me, I meant to mention earlier, I learned that Dragon Quest XI, I think, is going to be released on Steam later this year in the US. So you can, I think it's September, I think that's what it was. Expect to see a Let's Play of that day one. So, this is the kind of thing that this helps me with. I can afford to get the game. I can afford to eat and stuff like that. So, the more support you can, show me, just even the $1 level, is fantastic. And you get right now, a spiffy gold-colored name on the Discord, and there is a channel for when I specifically ask for stuff from you guys, but I don't use it too much yet. Maybe more later. Anyway, please do check out the Patreon and support me if you can. It means a lot to me. It really is helpful and also mind-blowing. So I want to thank you guys for sitting through my rambling channel updates for, how long have I been doing these channel updates? 2 years? 3 years now? I think I started at about the same time that I set up the Patreon. I don't know. But, yeah, and thank you for watching all the videos. Your feedback and response has been fantastic, and I really do appreciate it. See you in the next videos, everyone.